internet was invented for me.
I'd be mad though too if I like ordered a t-shirt and it didn't come.
Yeah, but you can't blame fucking the people who do a fucking show.
Why not?
Like, he's sitting at home with fucking thousands and thousands of shirts.
I'm not sitting this.
Exactly.
All the money is mine. Mine,
Scoop's
mine,
like
mine.
spinning a wheel.
Also, the other question is, did you even try to like reach out through the normal process?
Customer
Yeah,
service,
no, like
yeah.
normal ways of being like, hey, I didn't get it. Yeah, like,
Yeah, would
if
you
it-
go on Amazon and do that on their like?
Yeah,
Fuck you guys.
Where's my package?
Yeah.
Bitches.
I mean, it's not the same, honestly, right?
Yeah, it's like people who go to a Facebook page of a company and they're like, I ordered this and it did not arrive.
I mean,
Good job,
that's
Zeke.
a little more normal though, depending if the company's dealing.
It depends on the
directly.
company.
Yeah.
I agree.
The funny thing is like you'll basically get funneled to like whoever handles that kind of stuff. So like people like this is like same shit with Mogul. People would get mad because they wouldn't get the money deposited in their account or some shit like that, and they would start calling. And I'd be like, oh, we got the person who deals with that. Like, I'll leave like the information to them. They're like, no, I need you to like deal with this directly. I'm like, I don't fucking do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be,
This is not my department.
Yeah, I'm like literally like I just picked up the phone because it needed to get picked up, and you're calling nonstop, and nobody calls companies anymore, so it's weird. And I'm like, so I was like, yeah, sure, let me just have them call you back or whatever. And they would get like super mad, so then I would just leave it on like on their desk and just have them deal with it. But like people act like if you insist that you talk to somebody, like you're gonna get somebody different, like somebody else is waiting in the wings to like handle it. No, there's nobody else to handle it.
Yeah,
Dude,
so-
I don't. Go ahead.
No, I'll be going off sometimes on fucking like the customer service. They'd be
Yeah.
like, hold on, let me transfer you, and they fucking just hang up like, motherfucker.
That shit pisses me off.
I wish I fucking knew who it was and where you lived, and fuck, I just
Dude,
show up and choke the shit out you.
I don't let that shit slide. Like if I'm owed money or somebody fucks up, I emailed the fucking CEO of Samsung. I found his fucking secretary's email on the interwebs and I fucking wrote them. And you know what? I got my shit fucking handled. In like
I got that.
in a day. In a day it was tended to.
Good
and
for
I've
you,
been dealing
man.
with it for like 3 weeks.
USAA, yeah.
Yeah, I am. For sure. Like, I would not want to be the customer service rep who has to deal with me. I'm a fucking asshole.
I can't be too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially
well,
with
you know,
USAA.
but I'm not an asshole unnecessarily. Like, I'm polite on the phone, but if people try to fuck me around,
Yeah.
no.
Fuck me off, mate.
Fuck me off, mate. Don't fuck off.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Let's do it.
So emails about your customer service pet peeves.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of watching Ziggy tear the shit out of toys. Dom, what's up?
Booyaka shot.
Yo. Alex.
R.I.P. Luke Perry.
Ah, man.
Peasy.
You know, it's been a tough day for
See you at the
people
peach.
who were around and enjoyed
Yeah.
things in the 90s.
See you at the crossroads, man. See you at the crossroads.
See you at the peach pit.
Scoop,
What up?
what up? The knot beard is still looking great.
Yeah, I know.
I like
know,
it.
I know. I have to shave like every couple of days, and I forgot about that.
What?
Bullshit.
How often you have to shave?
Yeah, come on, man.
Sucks.
Stop growing.
Get one of them like Gillette, you know what I'm saying? Electrical shavers.
I have one. The best of men.
Dude, I cannot hear the word Gillette without humming that in my fucking head.
They did a great
Such
job.
a great fucking marketing ploy.
Was that the same? There was a commercial with Charles Barkley back in the day. Was that hit? Was
It
that
was a Michael Jordan with a
He did
shaved head.
Charles Barkley did Speed Stick.
Speed Stick?
What was
That's
the
one I'm
song?
thinking
Oh,
of.
this is gonna bother me now.
Yeah. Speed-
Odiferous emanations. I will never forget that phrase because he uttered it in like that little bougie commercial that he did. Yeah.
Or the Grey Poupon.
Yeah,
Yep.
or it's like they usually like the American Express commercials like
Yeah.
that too.
That's why ad fucking people get paid.
But think about
Cool
that,
money.
that you remember something from
Yep.
45 years ago. You know, you were like a little kid.
Yeah,
And
Hell
you
yeah.
still remember that shit.
it's true.
That's unacceptable.
I remember Charles Barkley and Shaq fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that
That
was
shit was
dope.
epic.
Yeah.
Yo, I remember as a kid, you remember that game called Crossfire? Had those metal balls and
Yeah.
fucking on that game.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
That shit was the shit, man. I was thinking about that.
Or Hungry
Wait,
Hippos?
wait, hang on. Was the crossfire that little plastic crossbow?
No, it wasn't a crossbow, but there's like little plastic
gun?
guns.
Yeah, and you put it
had
on the
those
table.
Silver balls.
Wait, and was it like a little box, and you shot the balls into the back of? There were like targets, and then the balls would hit whatever and come back rolling.
Yeah.
I never understood the premise of the game. I think it was just a bunch of kids would
Me neither.
get up like this
I
shit.
used the fucking metal balls for slingshot bullets.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
And then there's that.
Holy shit, he's taking out other kids.
Wait, Did you guys have laser tag? Were you in that
Yeah.
era? Or was it, that was
laser tag
awesome.
was the shit.
Yeah, laser tag is still the shit.
Dude,
it's
still
it's all down on.
Why-
No.
why-
I mean,
why
like
has-
the one that you like, the first one they ever made, like not where you would go to.
Oh,
a
you're talking about
place.
the toy?
It was
Yeah.
actually called. I
Yeah.
think the name of the toy was laser tag. You had this little fucking Velcro
Vest,
chest
yeah.
thing, and
Real question: why has nobody opened up a laser tag bar for adults?
That's a good question. I'm sure it exists.
don't-
Vegas,
Dibs.
maybe.
I don't know. Yeah,
Called it.
yeah.
that's a good idea.
It must exist, right?
I've never seen it.
I mean, I saw like a.
I feel like it'd be in Australia or some shit. You
Wow.
let us know if you guys
Vegas,
have
no.
a fucking
Vegas
laser
is like
tag
the
bar.
only place I could imagine that would happen. But yeah, I've never heard about it. Like,
No.
if that shit was in Vegas, I think somebody would have been
Yeah.
like, "Oh, we did this for my birthday or my bachelor party or some shit."
It would be fun, but I would rather do the play they have like the simulated it's like simulated guns, but it's like not the same thing,
Yeah.
It's like little paintballs. I feel like that would be super fun because nothing happens.
Yeah, there's no
laser tag.
Yeah, it's just like
There's no pay.
It vibrates.
Yeah, there's no payoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
you don't
you
get to
didn't get
shoot
me.
your best friend in the neck, like bitch.
What about drunken paintball?
I mean, paintball's always
Paintball, yeah, paintball's just fun in general.
Or curling. They have that fake ice.
Oh yeah,
They have that
Yeah,
like a fake curling.
there's one, I've seen one bar and it's in Chicago, and they have like that fake ice. It's a rooftop bar, and you can go curling on it. Like they have
That
all the
sounds
shit
like
on
fun.
it. Yeah,
Or the axe throw. There's a new place. Isn't there one in PB now?
yeah.
Yeah, opponent PB.
Can you
one
drink
part.
there?
So there's some where you could drink, but I think there's like a drink limit, and they make you do a breathalyzer if you go. Like,
Cause dude, I mean, think about
Yeah.
it, dude. Axes and fucking booze.
no, I thought about
I
it.
know.
That's not a good combination.
I drive drunk every week. I give a fuck about your stupid axe. I got a gun in the car. I don't give a fuck. What's a little axe?
Nah, the axes look sharp as fuck. Man.
They
I
are.
was thinking about that. I was
Yeah.
like, it's not a good idea.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna go, but then the one that I wanted to go to, you couldn't drink. I don't do anything.
Yeah,
Without
why, it's so boring. After like one round, I'd be like, let's just go to the bar. Like, what the fuck? It's like bowling.
Yeah.
I would never do that shit sober.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Why you throw your back out?
Your arm falls asleep. Like,
We should do an episode from a fucking bowling alley.
We can do
Why?
that, Yeah.
Why? Because bowling's awesome.
and not
bowling is-
bowl or bowl?
yeah, I don't want.
And not bowl?
And
It's
bowl.
just- oh, okay.
You guys
We
don't
could
like
do.
bowling?
We could do like we could be like sports announcers. All right, we got Dom coming up now.
I like bowling with the rails because I can just chuck the ball. As
The
long as
rails that are used for 2-year-olds.
I can chuck the ball as fucking hard as I can.
bumper
Bitch.
rails or
Yeah,
whatever.
the bumper rails.
Bumper bowling, yeah,
Psycho.
dude. So
He's the
you're
guy who
you're
hits the
that
TV.
you're that guy that like the parents are grabbing their kids, going like,
Yeah,
"Come
probably.
on, Timmy, we gotta go."
The one thing I hate about like bowling being a professional sport is this is one of those sports where like if you just did it long enough, you could probably be a pro.
Right. Yeah.
like
yeah,
like
yeah.
Terrell Owens bowls as well as any professional bowler because of the fact he's like 6'3", 240.
He's like an athlete.
And he's an athlete, yeah. And these dudes are all like, what was that nerdy dude's name that would do the crotch chop?
He had a stick. He had a thing.
He had a
Yeah.
maneuver.
Yeah, it was Pete I think it was like Pete something. I can't remember what it was.
Fuck Pete.
And he was all over ESPN for years. This dude was probably like 5'5", like $160. And like you just know if like anybody who was dedicated NFL athlete or basketball player just went out there with their long wingspan, wind up in strength, would fucking destroy these people.
You know we're gonna get fucking some comments from bowlers, avid bowlers.
It's not that easy, bro.
Fuck you! Have you ever done it? Yes, I have. I bowled a 226, and I knew nothing about fucking bowling.
Is that real?
Yeah,
Really?
dude. I still have the score printed out.
Are you sure you didn't play Amish rules and do an extra 5?
I didn't have the bumpers like Dom.
I'm still.
It just gives me more confidence. You know what I
like
mean?
you're on a date and you're like, we need the bumpers, and she's like, who the fuck is this dude?
That
Mark-
way I can fucking-
Dom's
throw
like
that
the
ball.
guy who needs someone in his corner when he's fucking like, "You're doing a great job, bud. You're doing a great job. Yep, you're doing good."
How would you feel if you went on a date and you just got like destroyed bowling? Like first date.
I'd be impressed. I would fucking propose just right then and there.
She destroys me bowling, and then I destroy that pussy.
Boom. You're like, see these pins? Watch this. That's gonna be you later. Fucking gutter ball.
I'm just smashing my fingers in the hole,
Fucking
looking
two in
at
the
her.
eyes, one in
Yeah,
the mouth.
with that like licking your lips.
then you get home and she just ends up fucking you.
Yeah, she's doing that on top move where she's trying to break your
Yeah.
dick in half.
See how I'm holding this ball? I'm gonna hold you just like that.
And you pick her up when you get in the house and just chuck her in the bed like a bowling
Yep.
ball.
Yeah,
Exactly.
there's nothing holding the girl like a bowling ball.
2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. You know what time it is.
2 in the stink, 1 in the pink.
Yeah, whatever. Find a spot for it.
Yeah.
Wherever it goes, wherever it happens to slide into, it works. Make it work.
You get in bed, Dom fucking pulls up the guardrails.
He just presses a button.
No escaping, bitch.
Got real rapey, real quick.
Yeah, real quick, real awkward, real fast.
He's got an app to lock the door.
He's like, "Don't worry about it, baby. It's just a smart house."
Who was that dude on the? He was like on some. He's like
It was Matt Lauer.
Yeah.
He had a button that was like that under the desk that would lock the door so he could fucking pull his dick out.
Wow. I mean, that's not a bad move. There's nothing worse than when somebody comes in when you're like trying to jerk off, or you're looking at porn, or you're searching something just out of curiosity. Not like porn, but you're like, oh, I don't know how this works, but it's kind of.
I think the original feature was installed in case like there was like somebody came in like to try to like shoot up the place or something like that. Yeah,
because I think they said every other office had it. It wasn't just him, but.
Yeah, these places all have like full on lockdown mode. Like when my dad was working at a community college, they had like all the offices set up to just like lock down, and where all the like all like the counselors and things were.
They need to. Fucking community college is a cesspool of crazy.
Dude, so now is it locked down if somebody uses the wrong pronoun or some shit? Like alarms go off.
Like what's that gym where the alarm goes off when there's too much weight? Planet Fitness. Like, so if you lift too much weight,
I saw that YouTube video where they were trying.
What's Planet Fitness? It's
a national chain. They're just not really here, but like they are.
Yeah,
it's a huge chain. And if you lift too much weight or make like grunt or anything,
there's a name for it though. There's a specific
it's like a
name.
lunk alarm.
Yeah,
or something like that.
It's something like that.
And the alarm goes off. Man, security comes over and they kick you out.
Yeah,
Fuck it. I want to get strong enough to where I can fucking make that bitch go off.
You're already strong enough, fam.
Oh, what I got? I am?
It's done. No,
sounds like some Orange Theory bullshit.
They want like older people. That's their clientele. It's like older people, family environment. Like they don't want like
juice
guys.
heads like me.
Yeah, they don't want like Venice Beach.
Bodybuilders like myself. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you're not going for that, you go to the gym and you're not going for that. It is annoying as fuck.
It is,
like,
especially
they don't
when-
want to fight.
Yeah, I used to go to this like super fancy gym when I was growing up. It was like the kind where you got like the basketball courts and the pool and like like
nice locker room.
Yeah,
nice
like
locker
a
rooms.
sauna.
Sauna, all kinds of shit.
Yep.
And there was this like big fucking Norwegian dude that was probably like in his like 40s, maybe 50s, and he was like super jacked, but like kind of like old jacked. And he'd be like doing bench press, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah," going all crazy. And then you'd be doing your bench press, and he'd be like, he'd come up to you, and be like, "Yeah, let's go," and you're like, "Dude, get the fuck out of here!"
Get
like,
it, brother.
There's gyms for that. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
Like you can go do that. Like there's gyms all over for that.
Dude, there is such a massive difference, and what made me think of it was when you said nice gym, because my dad went to like a nice country club when I was younger, like high school, like end of high school. So when I first started going to the gym, dude, between a nice gym and a country club and like whatever a shit gym, night and day. Oh my gosh, it is fucking unreal.
They leave towels out?
Dude, they have like, you get fresh towels, you got racquetball fucking courts, you got a sauna, you have fucking full showers.
You don't have to bring your own lock to the locker room.
Dude,
It's
the first
unbelievable.
time is like the same. I was in high school and I went to a really nice gym, and I asked for a towel and they gave me a few, and I was getting like something to hand them, like my keys or something like that, and I'm like, you just get towels. Like,
wait, you don't need collateral?
I don't gotta check this out.
yeah, like I will steal these.
I need white towels.
You know what baffled me too was at that gym, the locker room. They have the normal men's showers where it's just a bunch of shower heads, like prison. And then like I found out that the women's locker room was just like single showers. And I found out like even after that like more women's locker rooms are just individual showers. Like what is it about dudes where they're just like, yeah, everybody dicks out?
Yeah, what is that?
And
I think
that's
it dates
normal.
back to like Greek
Yeah,
days,
like the Roman bathhouses. I mean, it's like seriously, like when did that just become the norm? Like, yeah, we're all just gonna shower together. It's like that South Park episode. Everybody back in the pile.
Dude, I remember how I never fucking did that in PE in junior high. I was like, fuck that. No one's seeing my small dick.
Yeah, I didn't do that shit until we was in boot camp in the Marine Corps.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
when I was like, fuck. It's like everyone that first time
man.
was awkward as fuck.
There's 60 dudes in there, and everyone's just like, "What the fuck?" And there's always a fucking penis watcher.
Yeah.
We had one dude. Oh my god,
Cock watching.
dude! He would just be standing there looking at dicks.
Really?
Yes. He was so fucking awkward.
Nobody,
awkward, man.
but nobody kicked his ass. I feel like you get your ass kicked for doing that.
You don't have time to kick anyone's
Yeah,
ass.
you
But I
you
mean,
don't
no,
have
I'm
time
not
for
talking
this.
about
You don't want to get in a fight with your dicks out.
No, but I'm not saying there while you're naked, but later, I feel like someone would want to kick his ass.
Hey, bro, come here. You're looking at dicks too much.
Hey, dick looker. Yeah, you know who the fuck I'm talking to.
You know what they say? Dick lookers become dick lickers.
Exactly.
No, the most awkward thing is like seven guys to one fucking toilet.
Oh yeah,
pissing.
the shitters. Yeah.
Wait, like, give me a context.
In boot camp, you got fucking 1 minute for fucking 70 people to fucking take a piss.
70? I thought you said 7.
Well, there's fucking 70 people total, but there's
so
like
10 toilets?
Yeah, there's
So
like 10
one-
toilets, and there's just like.
So wait,
mad-
like you guys are all up at the fucking before the crack of dawn, and they're like, you got 1 minute to.
Everything's like this.
Everything fucking. You got 1 minute to take a piss. There's 7 people like huddled around each other, just dicks
Okay, so
out.
legitimate question. Let's say you're fucking doing your boot camp thing later on, and you have to shit. You just shit yourself?
You're not shitting.
Yeah, you're not.
You're not shitting.
What we were walking one time back to, we were marching, we were going back to the spot, and I had to piss, and I was too scared to like tell. I almost pissed and I just the drill instructor was coming by, and I just like man to man, like I'm gonna piss myself, and he like
you could die.
he was like kind of looking at me like he's about to light me up, and then he was like halted everyone, and he was like he's pulled me off the side. He's like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "I'm gonna fucking piss myself." And then we went into the building right there. He's like, "I wouldn't do this for anybody else."
Really?
Yeah.
You're lucky because I told mine the same things. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
And they're like,
Oh, you got to piss?
I was
If you're in
like-
Fallujah, they don't care.
When I was in there.
When I was in the shit in Baghdad, no goddamn Iraqi asked me if I needed to take a piss.
Wipe my ass with bamboo.
Goddamn bullets whizzing by my head. You know where we went? In our goddamn pants.
I feel. What were you saying, Dom?
Nah, but I mean, like he saw I was like about to cry. He's like, "Motherfucker, let's go!" And he gave me like 10 seconds.
Well,
I
I'm only
like,
asking.
peed, and he's like, "We're done." I was like, "I'm not done." So he's like, "Motherfucker, you're done."
See, I'm asking because, like I understand, like, yeah, you don't go. That's what, but it's not like you have to.
Nah, you really do. It's
So
like
then, dudes had to have shit their
you
pants.
get so shook to where you only shit at night. I don't know what it is about like
So the men-
psychologically.
the
fuck with you.
psychological, yeah.
But you're
Like-
also not eating that. You're not eating like
Yeah, I was there-
3,000 calories.
Aren't the meals like you don't shit from eating the meals, or is that just the MR?
Well, that's just MREs. Yeah, boot camp. I mean, it depends. 'Cause sometimes you are doing shit. Like I don't know how yours was, but yeah.
One dude did take a shit and like he was trying to pull him off the shitter. And he just like started ripping his shirt off. Like he was ended up being shirtless.
Wait, was this like that guy's move? Because it sounded like he did that to you too. Like, come on, let's go.
Nah, it was all the drill instructors. They're just fucking assholes.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? He's like, "Get off the shitter!" He ripped his shirt off. He's had his shirt, put it down, started pulling it off.
Didn't that change after like World War II because people weren't firing their guns in battle or some shit like that?
Well, I know that like during Vietnam they were saying something. It was some crazy thing. Like I don't remember the exact number, but it's like 50% of all the soldiers and Marines and shit, they weren't actually shooting at the enemy.
Yeah, I think it was.
Vietnam.
I think it was World War. Was it Vietnam or was it World War II?
I know that the biggest problem was they had to like redo training.
Yeah.
What you mean? What were they shooting at?
They
Just above their heads.
Yeah.
Just like not trying to kill them. Half those dudes didn't want to fucking be there.
Yeah,
I think-
they're
I-
kids.
I mean,
dude.
if I'm there,
Fuck.
and they're shooting and trying to kill me, I'm trying to kill them.
Oh, you goddamn
No, so
right.
I don't understand.
So I think it was in World War II. It was
bet your
in
ass.
World War II. Both sides were doing it.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, they played soccer. Was it? No, that's World War One.
World War One. Yeah.
They played soccer during Christmas.
Well, that's like trench
Oh, yeah.
trench warfare was so fucking stupid.
Yo, you know what weapon they did away with? I wish they'd bring back was the flamethrower.
Oh, you're goddamn
You
right.
mean like the one they had in the Vietnam era?
Oh yeah, you goddamn right.
Oh, yeah. I wish you could have that just in the street. Concealed carry flamethrower.
You can.
Woo!
Yeah, fucking Elon Musk.
Nah, that's the bitch one. I'm talking about like a legit one.
Dude, I've seen like the photos where it's in action and seeing how far that shit fucking goes, it's insane.
That's just pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
I want the whole.
Not cool if you're a Viet Cong hiding in a tunnel.
Yeah, true.
It's not that cool then. That's such a shitty way to die.
Gump, check out that tunnel.
Oh, speaking of fucking jungles, did any of you guys see that fucking video of you would love this, of the spider carrying off a fucking
Rat?
opossum?
Oh, yeah.
An opossum.
A spider. You
A
said?
spider.
Yeah, it was a tarantula.
What is
Right?
tarantula? Like how big was it?
Carrying an opossum.
Yeah,
The
it was
spider
like,
they didn't measure it, but you could see in the video it's as big, if not bigger, than the opossum. I love saying opossum.
Was it-
That's the real word. Opossum is not possum.
Was it a baby?
Dude, I don't know, but they said it was as big for sure, if not larger than a dinner plate.
What the fuck is uglier, a spider, a tarantula, or an opossum? Those things are fucking disgusting.
I know that's a lot of ugly on ugly. Fuck, dude.
That is. Yeah. So
How many
the size of
possums do you think you could fight off?
Ooh.
opossums?
Yeah.
The better question would be, how many would you think it would take to take you?
Yeah,
Because I
to
think you
kill
could fight
yeah.
off a lot.
You can fight off a lot.
I mean, you're just
yeah.
kicking them.
Yeah.
You know.
But at some
500.
point, you're gonna get tired.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that is-
Well, that and you can only kick, like, are they coming back after you? Like, how many kicks does it take to disable one of them?
what's
I
the-
mean, it
Probably
depends
one.
on your strength.
the waves just keep coming.
Yeah.
It's nonstop.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, like, are you kicking one and it stops, or like you got 10 come at you, you kick all
Bro,
of them?
you have to
and then
kick to
those,
kill,
Are those
Alex.
are those 10 coming back?
You're
Like,
kicking to kill. They don't respawn. Once they're dead, they're dead. Then
Yeah.
another wave comes.
It's a video game. They just disappear.
so you have to actually kill them before the next wave comes, or like they just continue to come.
Well, the bodies are stacked up like 300.
Let me put it
Like,
this
you
way.
Okay, it's like a Rambo movie.
Yeah.
If I'm looking at the
Biggest
horizon,
opossum body count ever.
if I'm looking at the horizon and it's just an endless fucking parade of, I'm gonna lay down and be like, I'm dead. If it's just, if
you
it's
gotta
just,
go out fighting,
Dude,
They're
at
gonna
some
make
point-
fun of you. The little opossums are gonna make fun of you. He went out like
pussy.
you
a
see that
Yeah.
guy? What a little bitch.
It only took 100 of us. We fucking killed his ass.
I still can't believe that dude like was trying to be all alpha about choking out the mountain lion, and it was only a fucking kitten.
But it was
Okay.
a kid.
Yeah.
Still, let's say you choke one out,
Okay,
fucker.
what did we determine was the size of this mountain lion? Has it been officially
I
declared?
haven't seen what the actual.
well, you
official
said
size
you
is.
saw. We've
It
debated.
was a 3-month-old kitten. I don't know how big a fucking 3-month-old
initial-
kitten.
well, like a 3-month-old elephant probably is a big fucking creature still.
The initial report was 85 pounds, and then it was 65 pounds, and then they said it was 40. Then the final thing was 45.
Well, did
pounds.
they had the body of the mountain lion, right?
Some of it had been eaten by another mountain lion.
If you said him, then I'd be like, doesn't matter how big the fucking mountain lion is. That guy's a hero. But 10 pounds.
45 pounds.
45 pounds, yeah.
When I was
Wait.
when I was looking at the picture, I was like, "Oh, some house cats have fucked people up like that before."
Wait, so let me get this straight. So he killed the mountain lion and then left its body where he killed it.
he was on a hike or something,
Yeah.
run or hike. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like a run.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he reported it to like the Fish and Game
I'm sure,
department
yeah.
or something,
And then they
right?
went and looked for it, yeah.
And they found it was eaten.
He's so
Yeah,
lucky the mom didn't show up.
I mean, they probably just abandoned.
Yeah.
It was the weak one too. It was the fucking run of the litter.
So what
they,
was-
didn't, they didn't even want it anymore.
So what was left was 45 pounds.
Yeah, they said it was about 45
So
pounds.
that's what
didn't
they
know.
estimated.
Yeah. Because it had been eaten. But the original report was 85 pounds, which is, I mean,
That's
85
almost full grown if it's a female. I
Yeah,
think.
I'm sure. I mean, either way, I don't care, full grown or not. 45 pounds. I mean, fight a house cat.
Yeah, I mean,
Legitimately.
you talking about a weight? Like, you gotta forget the motherfucker got claws. You know what I mean?
Long fucking.
Long
time.
I don't
claws.
blame him. Like, I'm not saying he should have stopped.
He shouldn't have killed him.
Yeah.
Oh,
It-
there's
no,
a bad kill.
no, you're hurting it.
I haven't
Peter,
looked.
where you at?
I haven't looked, but I imagine there are a lot of those comments on the internet.
I'm sure.
He didn't have to. He didn't
Yeah.
have to shoot him.
Yeah, he could have just held him down.
He didn't have to kill him.
Until the cops came.
Yeah, until the cops came.
full on Steve Irwin.
But yeah, I mean, so he held him down and he killed him with his foot, I think.
Like he just broke its neck.
No, he put his foot on its like windpipe
Oh,
as they were
and
struggling, and
couldn't
then
breathe?
yeah, and he just waited till it.
Oh, I thought he like rear naked choked him.
No,
You know
that's
I mean?
what it
It's
sounded like.
just
And then he said in the interview that he tried to stab it with a stick. Like he was kind of holding it down. He grabbed a stick that was right there. And the stick just broke. He's like,
damn, stone that motherfucker to death.
He tried that too. Yeah, he tried, and then it didn't work. The rock wasn't heavy enough.
Fuck.
Yeah. And then he's like, finally, I just put my
Poor
foot.
thing's like, fucking kill me.
Yeah, no, not only that, but the dude's like running out of options. As you run out of options, getting fatigued.
And there's nothing worse than like slowly having to kill something.
Yeah. Oh, that's
like
way worse.
you remember like did you ever have like those rat traps or like the mouse traps or the sticky ones?
Yeah.
And so like you would have to do the mice would like run on them and they get stuck on them. So like the leg would be on it.
Horrible.
And then you'd hear making noises and you had to take the towel and a hammer and just fucking
hit it.
Hit it. Yeah.
That's what you did?
Fuck it, that's a snack, dude.
With the towel and the hammer?
I just chucked him out the window.
Skewer that thing in barbecue.
Yeah, throw him in the water.
You guys are fucking insane. I'm insane. You guys are insane. You fucking sociopathic
Goddamn ratatouille
nutjobs.
over here.
Dom got the slingshot. Fucking
Yeah,
away
exactly.
you go.
Fucking flamethrower. He's standing 30 feet away.
Honestly, they should let you pay for that. You go down to the NYC subways and they find out where all the rat packs are.
Fuck
and
yeah.
you just flame. I'd pay my entire life savings for that.
I'd pay good
I'd
money.
give him my car.
Yeah.
Just you take the car.
Have you watched any of the rat or mice trapping videos on YouTube? There's a lot of them.
What do you mean?
Like where these guys will come up with new ways to fucking trap and kill rats and mice. Like it's kind of crazy some of the elaborate shit these dudes come up with.
That sounds like a 3:30 a.m. fucking
They
YouTube
can't.
search.
Oh, it was for sure. They cannot show on YouTube the actual mouse or rat dying.
Why?
Like you'll see a censored bar when, like, let's say it falls into a bucket, whatever. As soon as
You gotta go chaotic.
There was one dude.
This is how the plague starts.
There was one dude that he had night vision on his fucking pellet gun. He's just picking them off, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, they are really like a plague. Fucking.
How many
running around.
rats? How many rats would it take?
Ooh, that's brutal. What kind of? Because there's different rats.
Yeah,
There's
that's
like
Those motherfuckers would
Harlem
shoot through
rats?
pipes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are we talking about NYC?
Hey,
like the,
Harlem rats are people.
Like the subway rats?
like the one that's like stealing boxes of pizza. And shit.
Yeah.
Are we talking about that one?
Are we talking about the French rats that open up restaurants?
Oh yes.
Or the ones that live in the sewer and train turtles. There's a lot
Only
of
one of
talented
them.
rats out there.
That motherfucker do karate.
He did.
Yeah,
His name was Splinter. Have some respect.
Fuck yeah, Splinter was the shit.
What was the dubbed over version of Ninja Turtles, the movies?
Yeah. Nigga Turtle.
Nigga turtles. That shit was funny. You know what got me? Rat trap.
I said that earlier, and I wasn't sure if anybody caught it.
I heard it
He
said
said
rat trap.
Just say let's go with big fucking New York subway gnarly rats.
Shit. And they got teeth too.
Yeah, they got teeth.
And they got disease.
What scenario are you? Let's just do the subway. You're down on the
Do we
tracks.
have weapons?
Well, you can't see if you're in the subway, so it's dark as fuck.
No. Like you're like in the station, but you're like on the tracks. Let's
So
just say that.
you're on their turf, for lack of a better
yeah.
description.
So you can't jump out, but you can run. You can give yourself some space.
Do you have any bodega cats with you?
You might. No. You can tag one guy in, but only after 10 minutes.
A bodega cat?
Yeah.
So every 5 waves, you get one bodega cat.
I like it. Yeah. So waves of 100 rats.
Wow.
But you have a tennis racket now. So now
A
you're-
tennis racket
No,
doesn't hurt.
a golf club.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No.
No, that's hard to hit him with the fucking
Yeah.
golf club, dude.
Yeah, but it'd be fun.
Waves of 100.
It would be fun.
If you just had a wedge, just
Yeah.
I mean, just the sound of a skull of a rat and a fucking a wedge or a fucking
that
one wood.
that one's over the ticket booth. into the Dunkin' Donuts.
I mean, what do you think? Like,
I don't think I can get past one wave of
I don't.
100.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Well, because you're going to be swinging at the ones coming in the front, and you got others running
Yeah,
up
just
your
run up
back
your-
and shit, like eating your ears.
Yeah,
but you can
fucking
eyes.
also step on those motherfuckers and crunch them.
100 though, 100 at one
step
time.
it's done, right?
Yeah.
But these are New York rats, though.
That's
These guys
true.
are like at least 8 inches fucking long.
Scoop's
Not
got a
including the
size
tail.
16 fucking shoes.
Not everybody scoop.
But yeah, even still, I think one step on them, it's dead. But you
That's
probably
fair.
get 2 or 3 in
Yeah,
one step.
or at least injured some of them.
Yeah. But and also, are they like you kill their queen, so like they're coming at you, or they're just they're just hungry? Like there's a difference.
What, rats have queens?
I don't fucking know. I
They're
don't live
not
in their
fucking
world.
termites?
Yeah, Beyonce.
Fucking army
The
ants?
final one you fight is Beyonce when she rolls out.
Queen bee.
And how do you know? No one's been down there to
I
study.
watch nature shows.
No one's been down there to study. They've
I know, 'cause
evolved
you know
down
why?
there.
Because it's too dangerous.
Because
They don't want to die.
There was a documentary about like the people that live in the homeless people that live in like the sewer systems in New York City. Dude, it's crazy because it's like pitch black in these fucking things, but there's also like electrical outlets. And so these people straight up set up like homes.
Have you seen the ones who live in what? There's like some tunnel system underneath Vegas. Vice did a whole documentary on them. But
Underneath Vegas?
Yeah.
Random.
But it's the same thing. They're just like these tunnels, and they have whole communities down there.
It's like Tahoe.
Fuck that.
Tahoe has a bunch of tunnels because of all the mobsters that would have to go underground and shit.
In Lake Tahoe?
Lake Tahoe, yeah.
What the fuck?
Lake Tahoe was like straight up mafia run for a long time.
Is that how Reno was founded? I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Because like, yeah, back like in the Rat Pack fucking era, like
Rat Pack.
Sammy Davis and fucking
yeah,
Clown.
Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, I don't know. So, do we have an answer for the rats?
I couldn't get past first wave.
So
I
first wave-
don't think most people could because like
Yeah.
even if you took out 25 of them, fucking 30 of them would be on your back
and they're like
on
running
it.
at you.
Yeah.
They're not coming like one by one like the fucking old kung fu
If you had a
movies.
flamethrower though, I think you could take on more than a few waves.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So we're all in agreement on that one.
Yeah.
One.
Okay, what if it were 7-year-olds? So it's a pack of 10.
Why does that sound more fun than rats?
Just kicking 7-year-olds in the
Fuck
chest.
yeah.
So snotty. It's a pack of 10 snotty 7-year-olds, and they're coming in waves every 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But then,
So you have 3 minutes.
How
to
many?
Take care of.
you have 3 minutes to take care of 10.
10, okay.
But then every 5 waves, a 12-year-old shows up. So you got to fight the 12-year-old.
And he's the boss?
He's the boss every 5 waves,
Okay.
and they're all snotty. They're little. The
So
12-year-old's a skater.
are you getting
Yeah.
killed by getting your ass kicked or from some random disease from the kid brings home?
I mean, who knows?
all the 7-year-olds got silver teeth too.
Oh yeah. Oh, those are the worst kids.
So
Those
this
are all
is,
the kids I grew up with. They're the worst.
this is more or less just a war of attrition.
Yeah.
I mean, like killing them or just
I mean,
Just knocking
let's
them
not
out.
get too crazy.
Incapacitating them.
Yeah. Broken arms.
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm getting through. I'm getting through.
But you gotta know, especially
Yeah.
7-year-olds in this day and age, they're bitches. You know,
Yeah.
you fucking kind of hurt them a little bit, and they're not coming back.
I'm
Weapons?
kicking in the chest.
Weapons or no weapons?
No
Yeah,
weapons.
no
All
weapons.
melee.
I'm getting through at least 10 waves.
Yeah, I'm getting through a few waves.
Yeah.
10
I
ways.
think
So how many kids is that? That's 100 kids, and then
Not enough.
And then 12-year-olds are big these days.
12-year-olds do get big, but they're
Yeah.
not like the Blind Side 12-year-olds.
Oh, okay.
It's not Michael Orr.
Normal.
They say like cornbread Texans.
They're not me at 12. This is a normal 12.
It's not the kid that shows up in Bad Boys too. You at least 30.
Yeah, 10 waves. You think?
Yeah, I'm getting.
I mean,
through.
I think the most valid point would be that at some point you just get tired. You know, you start to get tired.
What if the 12-year-old was like this big oversized dude, but he was a super softy, like a crybaby.
Oh man, he's probably less legit than the 7-year-old.
Yeah.
You give him one slap across the face. Go
He's
see
one
your mom.
fucking-
That was the worst, dude. There was always that one dude on any sports team you were on where he was like the dude that was for the bus intimidation.
Oh yeah. You
know
just
what
want
I
to go home and play
Yeah, just
fucking
give him
video
a fucking
games.
Indian burn on his fucking. Ow! Ow!
Hey man, those things hurt.
Say uncle.
Indian birds.
I haven't heard that term in so long.
I know, it probably comes. From
It's
something
actually a
super
Native
racist.
American bird
Yeah.
now.
It's probably the most racist thing ever. It comes back from
Yeah,
Fucking
I'm
17
sure it has racial
What
origins.
was the one? Indian giver.
Yeah,
Don't be an Indian
where you
giver.
give something and take it back.
Yeah.
That's gotta be racist too, right?
Well,
course it is.
Seinfeld did a whole episode on it where he accidentally mentions being an Indian giver in front of a Native American woman he's trying to hit on,
Oh yeah.
and he keeps on screwing everything up by accidentally using the like racist terms.
I bet, but a lot of people that happens to a lot of people though. You say something that you don't even you never even thought about it being racist. You know what I mean? And then you just say it, and then somebody points out. Like,
Yeah,
I never even thought about that.
There's a lot of shit like that happens, especially with like anti-Semitism. Like, dude, when my mom went back to meet my dad's family, my dad's little sister, my aunt was like talking about getting Jewed down.
Right, yeah,
Like super fucking casual.
Yeah.
Like that's just the you know what I mean? Like that's just fucking normal.
or getting gypped. Like I mean, I know gypsies aren't like a religion, but it is like getting ripped off by a gypsy. Like that's what it's from, right?
Really?
Getting gypped, yeah.
I just found out because I said it naturally too. This Filipino chick, when I said something about Oriental, I was like, yeah, I get the Oriental flavor.
Yeah.
And she's like, that's racist. I was like, what, saying Oriental? She's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
because
that's a
it's
racial
supposed
slur.
to be. I guess Oriental, and this has been for a while now. I think you can only technically should use Oriental when referencing like
Ramen?
a vase or a vase or
Yeah.
a rug or
Because
a non-human
Well,
like.
that's
Ramen used to have an Oriental flavor.
They still do. I actually saw that not that long ago. I took a photo of it and I'm like, right there.
my DJ name is Oriental Immigrant because I lay down dope tracks.
Nice.
Dude, I will say though that like what you were touching upon, the anti-Semitism, like people will drop that shit all the time without
All the
really
fucking
thinking.
time.
Like I
All
had
the
one
fucking
coworker
time.
and she was talking to me while I was sitting in my cubicle and she said something like, "Oh yeah, he was really cheap. He's totally fucking Jewish." And I was like,
Yeah. And you're taking like the casualness of it.
it's just so interesting to me that people would say that without even really knowing anything about the person they're talking to. To me, it's ignorant.
Well, it's like the scene in or was it School Ties, where he's in the shower with in the bathroom with Matt Damon, and they're all saying like super anti-Semitic shit, and he's Jewish, and he's like, and they don't know that, and he's like, well, how would you know if you were like with Jews? And he's like, oh, I could spot a heat.
Yeah, you would know.
Yeah, like you would know.
I
Like,
just saw that movie, School Ties.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just saw that shit. Yeah, it was dope.
yeah.
It was a good fucking.
It's a
movie.
classic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've worked with people who will say shit, and I pulled one of them aside, and this dude, he had just started. It was like his second day on the job, and I can't even remember what it was, but it wasn't even just like getting Jew down, like a line you would use. It was like some crazy like like the Jews control everything kind of like conversation he was like having, like when people were just looking at him like, are you really like going off about
new
this?
hire?
Yeah.
Yeah, save that shit for the internet.
And this dude, he was like this super weird evangelical dude, and so I pulled him aside and I was like, hey dude, like, do you like know that you work with people who are Jewish? There was one of the concierges at the hotel was Jewish. I was like, she's Jewish, like, I'm Jewish, like you might not want to like say this. He was like, oh, it's not anti-Semitic, that's just true. I was like, that's worse.
Try to give him an exit. He's dug himself deeper.
Everybody knows stereotypes are all based upon actual factual information.
I don't talk to anybody when I'm out about anything.
I just
Like,
don't
people
talk
I
to anyone.
know.
Period.
Yeah, I just don't go out.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you
If
though.
someone asks me a question about anything, I don't fucking say.
Yeah,
I don't like
I
give
don't
my shit away. I'm like, yeah, sure. I don't know anything about it, bro.
Yeah.
You got it. Yeah.
Back to what we were discussing.
yeah.
No, I did want to mention this. How many of those spiders?
Oh man.
I think in that particular case, because so many people hate spiders, I think half the people who would go up against them faint. Like as soon as you see one of
Yeah.
those coming at you, it's like just out. You're dead. You're gonna die.
I'm running.
Let's say 10 spiders at a time, but they come every 30 seconds.
What do you have? A baseball bat?
You have a gun. But
gun?
think about it though.
That's hard to hit.
That's hard to hit.
You're gonna ricochet a fucking bullet off the ground.
Yeah,
and-
I'd put it to my head, dude. I'm out.
yeah,
I'm out.
I was
I'm
just
done.
thinking, I mean,
you win either way.
Yep.
so tarantulas there.
Then they
they're not-
eat your body.
all the Australians would know, but they're not poisonous, right?
I don't think so.
No, not to the point where
I think they have poison to kill their prey, but I
Yeah.
don't think. Yeah.
it would leave like a big ass welt if they bit you.
Right.
Like it wouldn't be like one of those little spider bites
Dude,
that
can
you
you
get.
imagine a spider the size of a dinner plate fucking latching onto your leg and dropping like 2-inch fangs into your fucking calf?
No, how about do it like arachnophobia? Like have the fucking have like the aerosol can and the lighter. Remember that movie?
Oh yeah,
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. Yeah, what was the premise of that?
Nothing.
where
There was no premise.
Spiders were taking over
Yeah.
the world.
It's like Sharknado, but like
Yeah.
Yeah.
back then.
those were normal.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we all agree, just take your own life.
Yeah, end it all.
I think that would be the best approach. The safest bet in that
I mean, what kind of gun
scenario.
you got? If you got a, you know what I'm saying, the fucking Uzi,
That's
spray the whole block.
That's true.
Spray the whole block. I like it. What was the other question?
Like Boys
that I
in
was
the
thinking
Hood.
about? We were just pulling these up. Do you think we could kill a gorilla? Like maybe not like a silverback, because they're smaller, like there's a
Chimpanzees.
no, it's a gorilla, but they're like silverback gorillas. Like that's an
Yeah.
800.
Those are the
pound
alpha
one.
males.
And then there's other ones
Yeah.
that are like 400 pounds. They're different. There's like
Yeah,
a
the ones
jungle one.
the ones that aren't getting laid.
Yeah, but there's like those live in the jungle, and then the other ones live like in and out.
The
of
lowland
jungle.
gorillas?
Yeah, something like that.
I
Yeah.
think it is a lowland gorilla,
I think
actually.
you're right.
Not barehanded, but we got to jump them,
Wait,
right?
let me ask you this. When you said we, do you mean all four of us?
Yeah, yeah.
Take a
And-
starter
and
jacket.
Ziggy.
And Ziggy?
Get a starter jacket. Hey, get his Jordans. Get his Jordans.
What are those?
Take a starter jacket.
Take his champion gear.
I don't know, man. I think even if we did jump him, like I think we'd still.
I don't even think a bat would, unless you hit him in the head. I don't think a bat would even do any damage to these fucking things.
Well, focus, Babe Ruth. This is life or death.
Legends never die, Alex.
Swing away. Wait, I think the four of us could.
And Zig. Zig gets a little baseball bat too.
All right.
Bite him in the nuts, Ziggs.
I think we could take him. Now, if it were a silverback,
No, yeah, that's no way.
Here's the other thing. They'll see you swinging that motherfucking bat, and guess what happens if they get that thing out of your hand?
They're swinging that shit
beat
back.
you to death with it. That's what'll happen.
I'm not sure if we
you.
can kill a gorilla.
I don't
Sneaking
think
up,
so.
it's asleep. He's alone.
Oh, come on.
What about an orangutan?
Yeah. Fuck that little orange thing.
yeah,
Fuck him
that.
up.
I don't know.
Goofy fucking
With those
bastard.
ass showing.
Apparently, those motherfuckers are like crazy strong.
They are strong.
I'll
They are.
stick
They
him
all
with
are.
a pen right in the eye. Just put him
Okay,
right down.
I think the four of us could. I think one of us, fuck no, but the four of us.
I don't
Because even
think
if
so.
three of us are fighting it, there's got to be some way you could fucking get behind it, rip its fucking eyes out, or break its neck.
Or fucking put the bat, you know what I'm saying, to his
Yeah.
back of his throat.
Yeah.
You gotta think about
What do you got now, bitch? What do you got now, motherfucker?
Fucking, I swing, fucking accidentally missed the fucking
after my
gorilla,
dog.
hit Bradley, fucking knock him
Yeah,
out.
exactly. That's what really happened. We'd all kill each other. Fucking like the bumbling idiots that we are. That's what would happen. The gorilla's like eating our lifeless bodies.
those things are built to take more brunt force than we can swing in a baseball bat.
I think so too, man.
Can you imagine swinging at a gorilla? He just grabs your fucking
Yeah,
hand.
Yeah.
that
He's
wouldn't
all,
even. It
nope.
wouldn't even. You'd grab it from you and then beat the fuck out of you with it.
Remember that picture of the gorilla that's about to punch the photographer? He's like in the jungle. It's a famous photo. It was,
Oh,
it was
yeah, I
like
know what
memes
you're
and
talking
shit
about.
for a long
Yeah, yeah.
time. But this guy is trying to photograph gorillas like in their natural habitat, and it's a Nat Geo guy, and the gorilla runs over to him, and it looks like a picture of like in the street. Like the guy, he's got his hand like this, like the gorilla has his hand on his like shoulder, and he's cocking back to punch him. It's
That's
crazy
insane.
fucking picture. Yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
yeah.
That's nuts.
And he
man.
just punched him in the left. Like it wasn't like he beat him up. He just punched him like get out of here.
Yeah,
Like,
Crips.
He was literally just saying, "This is my house."
Yeah, get out of here. And he was like, I'm gonna show you some of your shit.
Dude, and they'll like fuck with people too. There was like a video of these people walking through the jungle, and this gorilla like grabbed this dude and like dragged him into the like shrub, and then just like didn't do anything else, but like scared
Yeah.
the fuck like I'm gonna beat this fucking dude up, and then just left him there.
Savage.
There was something I saw recently where there was, I want to say it was in like Thailand or Bali or something, and the gorillas had learned how to kidnap people because what they would do is
Banana ransoms?
They'd grab like some dude and his fiance are like with a fucking tour guide in the jungle, right? The gorilla or the monkey, I think it was, I don't remember what species it was, but they would grab like the female and they wouldn't let go until someone gave them food. So that at some point they learned that, this is something I could do in order to get food.
Oh,
And yeah,
There's
it's crazy.
There's
They're
a-
fucking so smart.
there's chimps that kidnap puppies.
Yeah, I remember reading that.
Yeah, so they can protect them at night when
Yeah.
chimps are sleeping.
Yep.
Or what about them fucking chimps or the monkeys in Thailand? They be fucking training to rob people.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Steal wallets
Those
and
little
shit.
ones?
Yeah.
Like the one from Aladdin?
Dude, or that weird fucking that Asian culture where they like treat them like
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
so creepy.
And they like drink their water and shit.
Yeah.
There's one in India where they have a temple. It's a rat temple. And they share the water with the
That's
rats.
disgusting.
Oh my goodness.
And they cleanse themselves in the rat water.
Uh,
What is... Somebody go talk to them.
what religion is this?
Yeah, it's just enough already. Enough, or you're spreading disease.
Some anti-vaxxer, please go set them straight.
Yeah, I mean, you could send them in like a bomb, huh? Anti-vaxxer. Yeah. Send them in with that measles.
That's dude, I cringe at the thought. That's so disgusting.
so disgusting.
How many anti-vaxxers can you beat up outside of the essential oils store?
Ooh, I could knock at least 20 out. Easy. Grown men.
What do you mean? All of them. They're not going to fight because they're pacifists.
Just all of them. I mean, just imagine he's walking up. What's up, bro? Boom. Get the one guy. I kick the other guy in the fucking knee. He goes down. I
What's your
rob
problem?
him.
Hey, that's my dad.
Boom!
Boom.
Knock his ass out. I grab his iPhone. I take a fucking selfie, post it on his Instagram. That's called domination. That's called fucking domination.
Oh, we can treat your injuries with crystals, though.
Oh, I think I told you guys this once. I was out with my girlfriend and her friend, and her friend is special. Let's just say that. And she was talking about how you can you fix STIs, right? With rocks and minerals. So she literally was, and I thought she was kidding, but she said that she puts like a rock like in her vagina,
Yep.
to fix STIs.
Yep.
Can you imagine fucking her and just the rock coming out?
Yeah, pebbles fall out. Like you.
Dude, do you know? Because as you guys know, I collect shit like fucking mineral specimens. I've never once even considered that. Oh, I got a fucking head cold. I'm gonna shove this crystal in my ass and I'm gonna feel better.
It's like,
But the reason why I say that though is that now in this day and age, it is so fucking prevalent. People really ascribe so many fucking beliefs and meanings to random crystals and stones.
Well, where does that come
it's like those old timey doctors back in like the
100%.
Wild West.
Yep.
Oh, just get this woodpecker here in your ear.
Dude, it's like, oh, how do you cure diseases? Put a bunch of leeches on you. They suck the blood out.
Yeah, drink some whiskey.
I mean, that's the that's how stupid it is. That's
Here, I want you to drink this chloroform mercury and
Dude, I think
embalming fluid.
I think I was telling you, like, they now have water bottles with that the bottom comes off, and you could put a crystal in it and then put it back into your water, so you're essentially drinking the benefits of the crystal. I'm not fucking kidding.
White people.
Yeah, 100%, 1,000%.
That's who. You know the answer.
you know who's buying that shit now? People who bought those like magnet bracelets that center your
Yep,
balance.
absolutely, same shit, dude. Same exact shit.
But to me, that's even the crystals are even worse though, because you had like athletes. I'm not saying they're good, but like you had athletes wearing them and shit for a while. So like at least there's like, oh, like that guy wears it.
Yeah,
like,
and he dunks.
it's like I kind of get that, but the crystal like in the water bottle and like where they get aren't they expensive?
Yeah, they're not cheap.
They're not cheap.
Like,
go buy the.
Bradley's sitting on a gold mine.
I'm about ready to retire.
You're like an old prospector here.
Exactly.
I'd be more worried about coyotes if I was you.
But like, what? Could you find something that's like $100?
Like a stone?
Yeah, when you're just out and about.
Oh yeah.
Easy?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, not easily.
Yeah,
I know what the fuck I'm doing, so yeah, but it's not like a common
You ever
thing.
just come across a vein of gold?
No, not yet. Still hoping. That's when I'm going to really cash in.
The 49ers with the 1849ers.
But it's crazy. It's fucking insane how people are so into the metaphysical aspects of crystals.
But where does this come? What YouTube video? I want to know. Like, I already went down. I saw all the flat earth shit because I was just interested. Like, why are they thinking this? So I saw that. Then you saw the space isn't real shit. I watched that. I don't understand what they're talking about. But I need to know what's up with the crystals.
Come on, birds aren't real either. Nothing is fucking real.
Why can't these people just get into like existentialism like a fucking normal person? You know what I mean? Like, just go read some fucking weird philosophy. At least that would be like exercising your mind.
Or just get a job and stop.
They do have jobs. That's the scary part.
Just do
That's
something.
why it's scary.
Just do anything. Do something productive.
These people do have jobs. That's what's fucking weird about
We
it.
need to round them up.
Yeah.
Man, all the crystal people, when I'm in power, I'm coming for you. Fucking lock your doors.
I'd rather have crystal meth people than fucking.
I agree.
I can't argue that.
At least they're producing
that's a valid
something to the economy.
Yeah. So let's get back. I want to get back to the fighting, though.
I like the fighting.
Can we... Do you think we
How
can
many meth heads can you beat trying to get into your house at 4 a.m?
Oh, they're wiry.
They're fucking. They got the crackhead shit,
But I will
bro.
fuck.
Yeah,
a meth head
that's
up.
crackhead strength. They don't fuck around.
Yeah, I'll dive, dude. I'm doing fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme. I'm diving over my bed. I got
doing
two guns.
doing the splits in the kitchen.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, I do the splits and knock 2 of them out as I grab the gun and I'm flipping and I shoot 2 more in the head.
I picture like slow-mo, like fucking Neo scoops like...
Yeah. And
Dude,
there's
those mothers are scrappy as fuck.
oh man,
though.
they're drinking my beers and just fucking lighting pipes.
Smoking
and
smoking cigarettes in your house.
Here's the real thing. They're trying to grab one item and leave.
Yeah.
One at a time. They're trying to get one item. You gotta stop them.
Yeah, you gotta stop. I like that.
Yeah.
How many items are you losing? How many are you stopping?
I like that, man.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
And they're just taking random shit.
Just random shit.
Yeah.
Fucking
My French press.
A can of beans.
A pencil sharpener.
I needed that turkey, bro.
Just shit off the walls. Pictures of you and your girlfriend. Dude,
hey, stop it. Give it back. Put that down. That's fucking funny.
I mean, you could probably take.
Legitimately, I mean, because they're malnourished and shit.
They're
Like,
usually skinny as fuck.
yeah,
They don't weigh a lot.
We're not talking about we're talking about the end of the rope. We're not
Yeah,
talking about
well, that's
brand
when you're
new.
breaking into places.
Yeah.
You're at the end of the road.
I just tried crack yesterday. No, this is like I've been smoking crack for 10 and a half years.
Yeah. I could probably I could probably go through like 20 of them.
20?
Yeah, if they don't have weapons.
Like hand to hand?
Oh, hand to hand. Dude, I'm throwing haymakers from God.
I mean, I got a couple of them. I don't know if I got like 20
And
haymakers.
it's dark and you're in close quarters. So.
Oh, yeah. And I can fucking smell them. Dude, I know what's up. I'm just elbows John Jones style.
You hear him fucking try to open up the window?
Hell yeah. Dude,
As soon as he opens up,
I watch videos, bro. Muay Thai clinch. I got him by the fucking and just bam, knock his ass out.
All right, how many items are you losing though?
Oh, more than 20.
Half of my house.
you ain't taking the TV. You're not taking my turntable.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You take
Here's
a
what they
little
do. But they're kind of meth heads and crackheads are smart though. Like you'll fight 20 of them, then you'll look up and your TV's gone.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, these motherfuckers did
Distract them.
Next wave.
That's kind of a funny video game.
Yeah, it would be fun.
That would
It's
be a
like
great
zombies.
video
You know,
It's
like
like zombies.
yeah.
They come in and take shit.
Yeah.
You just gotta stop them.
chase them
Yeah,
around the
you know
house.
what? Like, what were those things like they used to make like cheap ass fucking video games like on the internet? They would
They
always
still
have,
do it.
Yeah.
Oh, like flash games? and
Yeah,
shit like
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Oh, man, you could waste your whole life on those fucking
I remember
flash
Stick
games.
Death. Remember Stick Death?
There was a
Those were
game
funny.
that...
What was it? Remember Drug Wars on the?
Oh, yeah.
Drug Wars on the calculator
Yeah.
on the
Drug Wars is fun.
Yeah, Drug Wars. Why
There's
doesn't
an
somebody make that game?
No, they have it. There's an app. But
No,
it's
I'm
an
saying
app.
like PlayStation needs to
Oh,
make like a legit
Yeah,
one
that's kind of a good point.
where you just become a drug lord, like drug
Yeah.
kingpin.
That would be super fucking fun.
Right?
That should be a mod for GTA.
Yeah,
You know, like
or
an
then you like a
add-on.
storyline.
But then, like, you actually have. It's like very specific though. Like, you have to get rid of this amount of drugs now. You
Yeah,
have to,
yeah.
like,
And you have to like
super fun.
murder the fucking the cartel that's
Yeah.
like taking up your territory.
You gotta kill the crackhead that snuck in your house and stole an item.
And you got to move up, like
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
start out with like a crackhead girlfriend.
Oh, cut the show. We need to start working on this.
This is the best idea we've ever had.
The funniest shit is like that's the only reason I wanted the calculator was so I could play that Drug Wars game in class.
Drug Wars. The app though, like I have a big complaint because anytime you get an app right or like a game or something on your phone, I don't have that many, but you know you're bored at the hospital or some shit like
Yeah.
that, and you're like,
DMV.
I just want to play something, download some game, and it's just all ads. They just shove and then like buying tokens. I don't want tokens.
Microtransactions or whatever
dude,
they're
just
called.
shoving it down your fucking throat.
That's how EA started doing their shit. They were like,
EA's
oh,
the
we'll
worst.
just do microtransactions like these other games are
Yeah, it's
doing.
the worst. They are the worst.
It's crazy. Some of the shit though I've seen for cell phones, like some of the war games,
Yeah.
they look nuts.
Yeah, they look
nuts,
insane.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on your phone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like it.
I mean, yeah.
dude, there was I wish I remember the name of it. And the only thing I remember from this game, it was like there were characters, like one character on one side of the screen. It was kind of like Pong, but there were two dudes, and you'd shoot at each other, right? And the bullets could bounce. And all I remember about the game, all I remember is when the cop would get shot, he'd go, "My donut!" That's all I remember. I don't remember the name. I remember nothing. But every time he got shot, "My donut!" Fuck, I wish if somebody knows the name of that game, tell me.
Dude, I got
Oh,
it.
wait, I'm old as shit. No one's going to know that.
I got a fucking one of those Raspberry Pis every fucking Nintendo game ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, there are so many games that you don't even know fucking existed.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, think about back then, like there was no way to really like know about the game unless somebody had it or you had like a magazine
Fucking
or
Game Genie or
yeah,
whatever.
Game Genie. Fuck all that shit. It's so much better now. Everything is so much better now.
It is.
You know, the
Yeah.
Game Genie like blowing that fucking thing, jamming it back in there.
and nobody would ever like. There's no way to know how to beat a game. You would just fucking wander around
Right,
in Zelda.
yeah.
You couldn't YouTube it.
I broke
Yeah.
my Nintendo because we went on a vacation and I left it on. Because, I was in the middle of Metroid.
Because if you turn it off, it wouldn't turn back on again.
well, no, because it wouldn't save.
It wouldn't say you
Oh,
had.
save, yeah.
So I left it on, and then it was like melted. The TV was all fucked up. Like, my mom was so
How long?
pissed.
Please tell me it was like a month-long trip.
No, it was probably a good week though. I think we went
That's
camping.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, try to get away with it.
I remember
She was
I broke the screen on my Game Boy because I couldn't beat Goro on fucking Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
pissed. Yeah, I took a game out of the PlayStation and just snapped it in half. It was a bicycle game. That,
Dave Mirror BMX.
No, but
Oh.
it was like a delivery. What are they called? Bike
Paperboy?
messenger.
Oh, yeah, Paperboy.
No, it was Bike Messenger.
Oh.
Okay.
It was
Yeah, Paperboy was
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Yeah, it was on PlayStation, and I just kept losing. I just took it out of PlayStation and just snapped it in
Dude,
half.
my brother was getting rid of it because we got for all the groomsmen, he got those Raspberry Pi things, and he got one for himself.
That's a good gift idea.
So
That is, yeah.
so he was getting rid of the old Nintendo that he had from back in the day, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to just get rid of these for me? You can take them to like wherever and try to like resell them." And I was like, "I'm not gonna fucking waste my time to get like $40 or whatever." he hits me up the next day. He's like, dude, I went there. He's like, a few of the games were super rare. He's like, I got like $250.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was like, fuck you.
You're
man.
bad.
That's crazy. That's a lot of money for some shit. That's
for
just
wait
sitting
for the
around.
original NES system.
It wasn't the system, it was the game.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
games
just
that
the-
were
oh, okay,
well,
got it.
the system was part of the deal.
Yeah.
But the reason why he got so much is because some of the games, because people just years have been throwing shit away.
I think that gold Zelda game is worth a decent amount of money. Do you remember that
no,
one?
that was everyone had that one.
Really?
Shit.
I thought
Yeah.
I thought I saw
The one
someone-
that's worth a lot of money is Little League Baseball or Little League World Series. Sorry, Little
That-
League World
That
Series.
shit was fun.
Yeah,
Su-
that was a fun
super
game.
rare. There was that one place that used to that had old school Nintendo games in OB.
Yeah.
It's actually called like I can't remember what it was called, but they had that Little League World Series. They had it in like a box, like a case.
Yeah.
It was the only one they had, so you wouldn't fucking steal it.
There's a lot of people that collect shit. Like, I don't
Yeah.
really collect anything.
Obscure shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you collect shit. I don't collect anything.
Well, like you collect it, and then like people just throw it away, and so that's when it becomes valuable.
Right.
When like 20 years pass and everybody's throwing all their old shit out, and you're one of the few morons that have been hoarding it.
Yeah, like all my fucking baseball cards, and my parents are like, "Hold on to those; they'll be worth money someday." Dude, I
Nope.
could have made thousands when I was like 13.
Yeah, they're worthless now. It's fucking
No, they're
crazy.
literally worthless.
My dad had a bunch of Beanie Babies from
Yeah.
when he thought they were going to be worth something, and so like we were joking around. We brought them down from like the rafters in the garage over Thanksgiving, and we were looking up the value of them, and they're like, some are like, oh, like $5,000, like $15,000, and then we like looked in the thing, like, oh, like make sure it doesn't have like this
Yeah.
on like the tire or whatever. All the ones that my dad had were like the second rate ones, so they were worth jack shit.
They're still worth money though. Like if
Yes.
you have some of the
Yeah,
original.
if you have
Why?
some of the
Yeah.
rare ones,
Yeah,
'Cause
some
they're
of the,
rare?
some of the bears or whatever.
Why? What was it? What was it for? I don't even remember.
It's like any collector's item. It's like like I said, when people, it's speculation, and when people throw shit out, there's the speculation period where it's worth a bunch, and then it's worth shit, and so people throw it all out, and then there's the rare part where like, oh,
Wasn't that with Elmo too?
yeah,
Elmo, tickle me Elmo,
Tickle me Elmo?
fight me Elmo.
that's a fucking good idea. Fight me, Elmo.
how many fight me Elmos do you think you can
Oh,
take?
100. I got a 50 cal. I'm on a tank. Just coming at me.
What about Chucky dolls?
Ooh, like
That's a good
actual
one,
Chuckies?
Yeah, actual Chuckies.
Oh, man.
Bro, he was
sneaky.
a savage.
Yeah,
and it was
nobody
like,
was taking Chucky's.
I always thought, well, he's a doll. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, he's not strong, but then he had like the grown man strength.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
just a man in the doll's body, so
Yeah.
he still had grown man strength.
But
So an evil spirit in a kid doll's body. How many of those motherfuckers can you take on? Does he have a
definitely-
weapon though? Does he have
yeah,
a
he's
weapon?
got a fucking knife.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
Are we
you
gonna
have,
go
You have
then-
anything at your disposal, the table, you know, whatever you need. Like
a normal household
Yeah.
items?
So
guns.
guns,
Oh
axes.
yeah, hey, fucking Bradley said he's got guns.
I got guns.
Click, clack, motherfucker.
Let's go, bitch.
I think probably like 4. Because you're gonna run out of bullets.
Yeah, you're gonna run out of bullets.
Four
And
is
then
a- yeah.
He's crafty.
He's
That's the
very
thing about Chucky,
he's
yeah.
crafty.
Well, you
Yeah,
remember when he was
he-
hanging on that fucking chick's or the dude's neck? I don't remember. And he was swinging around and he couldn't get him off.
Exactly. Yeah.
How much?
Funny as
How
shit.
much?
I know.
How much better do you
Little
think
doll
the
legs.
with CGI? How much better do you think the movie would look?
I think
Oh,
it would
yeah.
ruin it.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it would kind of ruin it.
I don't know.
Just because they made it, it was like so fun because it
Yeah.
was ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what
it's
I mean?
sort of like what are those Ash and Evil Dead, the Evil Dead movies or whatever.
Yeah,
They're-
yeah.
All those movies back then were kind of like goofy and
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, at 4 sounds about right.
I think that's a good
No,
solid number.
you wouldn't be able to. One,
What do you
What do you
mean?
mean,
No,
what?
no, come on.
he kills so many people.
And you
Because
remember
they didn't know. They didn't know. That's why. Because they didn't know that he was the. You know, he's a little freaky thing.
But remember when he got
Freaky
remember
thing.
they lit him on fire and he was still fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember he's all melting and shit.
right.
Still going crazy.
Yeah.
How about how many leprechauns from the Leprechaun movies?
Oh shit.
Oh, I will fuck some leprechauns up. They're so ugly. I'm excited to fuck them up.
Yeah.
I hate those little things.
He was good though too. He was
Yeah.
pretty crafty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have seen the YouTube, the Leprechaun
Yeah,
video.
it's like in Alabama.
Oh, it's so good. You've seen it, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Dom, for fuck's sake. Yeah, y'all come out and see the Leprechaun. I seen him. He's up in a tree.
I see
It was
You
just a
get-
crackhead, right?
I'll see, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
literally just a crackhead.
No, it was like everybody in the community was out there.
I don't know what it was, but everybody agreed that they'd seen it. Some crackheads just hopping from
probably
tree to
just
tree.
probably just a fucking midget.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, obviously it's not
You've
right,
seen-
but in my memory, I remember seeing an actual person in the tree, and they kept calling it.
Oh,
a
I don't
leprechaun.
think so.
But maybe that's just Dude, memory's a fucked up thing, right?
Yeah, it is.
What about fucking a kangaroo or multiple kangaroos?
Ooh.
I don't know. Those things square up.
Yeah, they square the fuck up.
Well, didn't they? I think they did used to put them in boxing rings in Australia.
Yeah.
Like in the fucking
And they can balance
1920s.
on their fucking tail
Yeah.
and then kick you.
All right, let's say.
And they got long fucking claws.
Are we talking a wallaby? What are the little ones, the smaller ones? Or are we talking
There's
the full
different
grown?
full grown, like
Yeah,
the
the big-
memes that they make with the kangaroos that are like
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
yoked.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
just one.
If that.
Yeah, that's what I want
You-
to see, a grown man fight a kangaroo.
You can watch that video where the dude's dog was.
I saw
yeah.
that. That was
He
gold.
cracked that fool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah, he gave me.
But notice how the
Yeah.
kangaroo didn't like run off. He didn't like stop. He kind of looked at him.
He was
like,
shocked. He was like a bully who got hit in the jaw for the
Yeah,
first
he's
time.
like, you fucking. This bitch just hit me.
Yeah, he got his bell rung a little bit. They look like dogs.
They do. They look kind of scary. Yeah.
I
Remember,
want one.
at the beginning of that video, he had the dog in like a fucking headlock. It's like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is going on in that video?
Those dudes do taekwondo and fucking.
I mean, I've never seen an animal that has as much muscle definition as some of those fucking
They're
kangaroos.
very muscular.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah.
You always have the doofy ones. I've seen a couple of those too.
I mean, I take on maybe two doofy ones, but a normal yoked one, I don't know. One-on-one would be.
You'd have to get in there with one clean punch first, otherwise, I don't
Imagine
know.
getting knocked out by a kangaroo.
Just getting stomped on.
And that's just following you around the rest of your life. Like, bro, aren't you the guy who got knocked out by a kangaroo?
But then, how many people are fighting kangaroos? You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah, that's true. You could be. Your retort could be, "Did you fucking go head to head with a kangaroo? Fuck off."
Exactly.
How many ostriches do you think you could take?
I was gonna mention ostriches too.
You know how breakable that little
The neck is, yeah.
Dude, have you seen those motherfuckers?
But they're
though?
pretty violent, though.
Yeah,
They're fast.
dude. And they got claws, dude. They have fucking
On their toes,
Yeah,
yeah.
they have fucking raptor claws that will fucking disembowel you.
I'm doing WWE wrestling moves, running by.
Yeah, I'm
with
breaking
like,
necks.
RKO out of nowhere.
and like midair snap his neck.
Yeah, I'm snapping necks.
Dude,
Definitely snapping
I
necks.
saw this GIF online today, and it was of the Big Show and Rey Mysterio, San Diego. What up? And they had him on so he had like Rey Mysterio on one of those boards that you get when somebody gets a neck injury. You know, like when they
yeah.
So it was like one of those like hard boards, and he was strapped in. And he like picks him up while he's on that board, and then swings him into the corner of the fucking.
Who's allowing him to be strapped in?
And the best part is like, so he like swings him on the fucking thing, and I think he was like too heavy and didn't expect the impact to like rattle the grip, and he just drops him directly on his face.
So that was a gift.
Yeah,
I
that's
gotta
what-
see that. Yeah.
one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen. That was one of those moments where I guess I was reading in the comments and somebody was like, "Oh yeah, like, I guess like the Big Show got in trouble for doing this. Like,
Yeah,
there's some shit."
Kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
That is funny as hell, though. Completely. I lost my train of thought. That hasn't happened in years.
What do you
Holy
mean?
shit.
It happened on the show not that long ago. Actually, it's happened twice in the last like 2 months.
Really?
Yeah, where you were like, I
Dog.
just totally forgot
Well, no,
what
I
was
was
gonna say.
I was thinking about the baby seals that we were talking about earlier, and you know, off the show we're going to talk about. In a
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
And I just like in one ear, out the other, nothing. Abyss.
What about who would win between?
Wait,
what's
the
up?
kangaroo though. We decided on one, maybe one,
Yeah, maybe
if
one.
that, or we're just getting our asses kicked.
One.
And then you're gonna be the guy walking around going, "You ever take that motherfucker that
I
gets your
don't-
ass kicked by a kangaroo?"
Honestly, ostrich too. I don't think I could take one. I don't think anybody here could take
dude,
one.
they ride them.
What?
You could take an
You
ostrich.
could take
I'm
one.
breaking the neck, dude. All you gotta do is break that fucking neck.
Yeah, but I'm short. I'm one of my fucking jumping up trying to grab its head.
Nah, the head.
Dude,
You can grab that neck. You'd
I've
be
seen
okay.
those.
They're
I've
tall.
seen those things. People charge people and run them over. Like they're big. They're heavy.
Oh, I forgot. You have a fear of birds.
Birds too. Yeah.
I mean, it's life or death, though. Like you got to
Yeah,
step up
that's
here.
true.
One, you got to take one.
That motherfucker's gonna come down with his beak and just knock you out. Just.
Nah, he's too stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just sidestep. He's running at you, sidestep, and just sword.
And then
his
they do
head
that
off.
thing where they put their wings up and start going.
just trying to
after you.
scare
Yeah, that's a scare tactic. Fuck those wings. He ain't flying.
Can't you just break his legs pretty easily too?
Ooh, yeah,
They're
didn't
pretty
think about that.
spindly.
Yeah, they
know?
do. Yeah, a little
I don't know.
sidekick.
Yeah. Watch the videos of those going after people, man. They're agile.
I'm breaking in the zoo.
Oh, I'm just Scoop made a valid point though. I mean, life or death. Yeah, I'm going down swinging.
Gotta be careful in this.
I'd much rather be the guy who got his ass kicked by a kangaroo, not the one who got killed by a fucking ostrich.
Remember that it was like the San Francisco Zoo where the kids were slingshotting shit into the tiger cage and the tiger
got out, didn't he?
yeah, got
got
out,
out?
killed the kid, yeah.
Hey
Mauled
man,
the
that
kid
little
to
bitch
death.
had it
Oh
coming.
shit, are you serious?
He jumped the 10-foot like wall, right? Or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
They were actually tormenting the tigers.
Yeah.
He just had a fucking enough.
Just enough. You already got me
That's
locked
crazy.
up.
He knew he could get out all along.
That's crazy, dude.
It's like Dom with a slingshot.
Exactly. That could have easily been me, just
Yep.
taunting fucking animals. Like that one dude in LA, he like hopped the fence and he fucking like smacked a hippo on his ass.
Oh yeah, that fool got prison time.
He did?
Yeah, he got prison time.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
What?
what do you mean what?
See, like I would do shit like that and not think nothing of it. Like put it on fucking my Instagram. Like, haha, look at this, it's funny. The next thing I'm in jail for 10 years.
Did he really get a decade?
No, I don't know about that.
Don't hippos like fuck people up too?
Yeah, they kill
Yeah.
more people than
They're
any
the
other
most
animal.
dangerous animal, I think, in Africa or South Africa. I don't remember.
I mean, look at those jaws.
He only got like 3 teeth, but the motherfuckers are strong.
Have you guys, speaking of fucking YouTube videos, tell me you've seen the one of the hippo fart.
Hippo fart?
Fart.
No.
Oh, I'll show it after the
Let's
show.
hear it.
It's the fun. It's as far as flatulence is concerned, it's the funniest shit I've ever
The
seen.
hippo just farts?
Dude, he's like farting as he's getting out. It goes on for like 20 seconds. He's shitting while he's farting, but it's just loud as shit. I think his tail's like doing this too while he farts.
Wasn't there a video of a dude like behind an elephant getting shit on and he like knocks him out? and like
The
knocks
shit falls and it knocks him out.
well, it's like the shit hits him and he like falls down and knocks his head on like on some shit.
He dies.
There is. I remember. Yeah. I mean, that's a big pile of shit. What's it
Yeah.
weigh? 25, 30 pounds?
Probably.
Dude, I know we were talking about, I'm getting a little sidetracked here, but I know we were talking about wearing helmets the other day, or the last episode. And literally the next day I'm walking around PB. It's like 10, 11 in the morning. And I hear this crash. And I'm like, what the fuck? It was like super close to me. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And I see this dude like running across the street. And so I go around the corner of on the corner. So I go around the car on the corner. And there's this dude, and there's a fucking bird scooter on the ground.
Oh no.
And there's this dude laying on the fucking ground face first, just out cold.
Out cold.
And blood just fucking puddling up right on his head. And the dude like that ran across the street who saw the whole thing, he's like, hey man, you all right? And this dude just goes,
Dude, what is on all those YouTube videos where somebody gets? Is that just like what happens when you get knocked out? Because that's the sound they.
I think it's the sound when you're really injured.
Yeah.
It's not a good sound.
So like I was, it's one of those situations where there's nobody around except for me and this other dude. And I'm like, I look at him, I'm like, you gonna call, call 911?
You can call 911,
Yeah,
or am I gonna do this?
Yeah, who's gonna do this? So I walked to do whatever I was gonna do, and then I'm coming back like 15 minutes later.
Would you go get your Starbucks?
No,
Go to Sprouts.
the other guy was staying. He was calling 911.
You just walked away?
The other guy, what, you need 2 people to dial 911?
I don't know. Somebody to fucking maybe
I don't know,
keep an eye on the
I don't
dude.
know, maybe
That's what
stop
that
the
guy
fucking
was
pressure.
doing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or waves the cops down, make sure
That's what that guy was doing. The other guy.
You fucking
I
asshole.
don't want to ever come close to death when you're around.
Yeah, you're like,
Jesus.
Bradley, you all right?
What
Okay,
the,
cool.
What the hell was I gonna
Hey
do?
man,
Wait
oh, you're
5
good.
Assist
Yeah,
in any
5
kind of
minutes.
way you could.
Assist doing what?
I don't know. Maybe take your shirt off and stop the
Hey,
fucking
pat him on the
bleeding.
back and say you're gonna be okay,
Yeah,
bud.
the last thing you want to do with a head injury is start rolling people over.
No, but you could hang out for 5 minutes.
Get him a glass of water or something.
There's
I
already
just wouldn't
You want
take
some
off.
aspirin?
I mean, I wouldn't take off until somebody else showed up.
Yeah, at least the ambulance
Yeah.
showed up. You just,
There's-
okay, cool. You got it, Pam? All right, peace.
Anyway, so I'm coming back and they're like, they have like the neck brace on him, and they're like, basically like doing the temporary like.
I hope he's like, there's a guy who tripped me.
Yeah, right.
Like, well, hold on, I'm not done with this. If somebody got shot in the street and you walked up after the fact, and there was one other person, you would just be like, and he's like, maybe he's like bleeding out, and you're just like, it is what it is.
I've told you before. Like there was a dude, Irish dudes that got stabbed in the park by my place, and we fucking laid him out on my front lawn. The chick I came back home with was a nurse, and she was basically like tending to them.
So
We
you
were
just
calling
hung
that.
out in the living room while she's
No, we
fucking-
called 911 while she was doing the.
Who called 911?
Not him. Not Alex. Alex didn't do shit. He's like, hey, man, I'm about to miss this show.
The wire's on. I gotta go.
My roommate called 911, and I was like getting towels for her so she could
It just shocked me a little bit. I just feel like they hang out for a minute.
Yeah,
But you don't need like 10 people crowding around a dude.
there's only two.
Two.
You don't need to.
Yes, you do.
For what?
I mean, what if something happens?
what?
I don't know.
Hey man, hold on. Let me go do something.
Yeah.
and,
What if
like,
he's
come-
on the phone and the guy starts convulsing or going into
Yes.
cardiac
And what?
arrest?
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Hey, I ain't hanging out with you ever.
I'm just saying, like, what am I like?
What if the guy gets up and he tries to like walk off? People do weird shit, and you're like,
Especially
fuck,
with
I
head
won't.
injuries.
Yeah, you have no idea. I mean, I just don't. I would just wait a minute.
I need to know that sound. Anybody who's in the medical field, please tell me what is that sound coming from? Is it a
Death.
stump? No, I think it has a lot.
Blunt force head trauma.
I think it's two things. I think it's either like you get the wind knocked out of you, or it's like you're unconscious, and that's like for whatever reason. There's a reason why that's the sound. That's what I'm curious
Have you ever gotten
about.
a crazy injury, like a really bad, not knocked out like that or head injury, but like broken something or whatever? There's like that second where you can't even fucking. Like, you don't even know what's happening. You're like, I can't believe this is happening to me. It's broken. And you're like, oh.
I think that's straight up adrenaline, dude.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, that's what it's
But
supposed to do.
it's almost like you can't talk. You
Yeah.
can't think. I don't know if that's this guy, but
Fucking war cry.
yeah.
Anytime I think of bad injuries,
it's like when you're crawling through fucking Normandy.
I just always think of the fucking grape lady falling.
Oh, yeah. That's a classic.
I feel like she broke her neck.
I don't know.
yeah.
She got fucked up.
Yeah, the way she
I don't know
fell
what
was
happened,
really
but,
bad. Like,
yeah.
and what is it like? You were saying 3 feet. Like, you
Yeah,
said it
people
last
usually
show.
die.
Yeah. That's how people die.
She was like the perfect height. It's like
Yeah.
3 feet off the ground.
It's exactly the minimum amount needed to snap your neck.
The thing is, like, the way she fell, like, she didn't, like, it was just so uncoordinated.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why the WNBA is trash.
Yeah, trash. Trash. I will scream that from the mountaintop. Trash. It's
Scoops
horrible.
in the fucking
There-
crowd with a trash fucking can,
There's
holding it up like trash.
What a
there's a
fucking
small
Yeah.
there's a basketball team in a town of high school basketball team in the town with like 500 people in it that will beat a WNBA team.
1000%. Even the
Every
girl
time.
that I dated that played in the
Yeah.
WNBA admitted she thought it was trash. She's like, I can't even watch it
Could
myself.
she ball though? You said she could.
I
A little.
would smoke that bitch, and I'm not even good.
Yeah, I
She's
thought you were
6'3".
good.
This
I thought
bitch is
you.
6'3".
I thought you
Dunking
were
on her.
decent.
Yeah, fucking pulling my balls in her face. Smell those girls.
The old Vince Carter dunk.
Smell these onions.
Smell these onions. Smell my plums.
Wasn't there like a under 15s team or some shit, the soccer team in Australia that beat like
Yeah.
beat the women's national team or some
Something
shit?
to that effect. I
Wow.
remember. Yeah.
I mean,
That's
that guy, some British rapper, beat the women's deadlift record because he identified as a woman,
Oh,
and then they took it. They said yes. They were like, it's fine. Like I just people are going crazy.
What,
Right
what, was,
now.
what was the record that she got? It was like 500 something pounds or something like that.
Who?
The woman that just broke the record, the deadlift record.
You
Oh,
mean the dude who broke
the
the,
guy,
record?
Well, no, there's a woman that just broke it recently.
I don't know.
Okay, let me. Try not
Take
to
a
get
breath.
mad.
Take a breath. You're all right, Bradley.
So no matter what, we live in an era now where it doesn't even really matter. Like, do you have to have gender reassignment surgery, or if I went to some sort of sporting event and I'm like, you know what, I identify as a woman, I want to compete as a woman, that they have to allow me to do it. Is that where we're at now?
I mean, most bodies.
Like, I don't even have to have
Well,
surgery.
the Olympics they are now. They just talked about repeat because they had it where you had to have gender assignment surgery,
Yes.
and it was like very specific.
Yes.
Well, they talked about releasing that because in the lower levels they've already released that.
So so you're saying essentially every record that's essentially ever been established in any sporting event can be rendered useless.
They made a movie about it, Joanna Man.
I mean, is that really
Yeah.
where we're at with society?
Honestly, to me, I don't give a fuck. Like, I think it's kind of funny that like dudes are just out there breaking chick records and knocking them out and shit. The only thing I don't like is the contact sports. Like,
Okay, but
somebody's gonna get fucking.
What's
hurt.
feminist
Isn't
reaction to this?
Isn't there a
Yeah.
female college kicker?
I don't know. I know there's a. Oh yeah. Like she's an actual female, like or not actual.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
like,
I mean,
yeah.
born female.
Born female, yeah.
I'm gonna identify as Caucasian, so I get white privilege.
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't
valid.
Maybe
Valid. I'm a 75-year-old white man.
What's up, man?
Maybe it wasn't college, maybe it was high school, but I want to say she was kicking like 40-yard field goals or some shit. I'm like, damn, all right.
Yeah. I think I heard about that. Yeah,
That's
But
like one
still,
thing you could do.
Dude, she's gonna get smoked. Ray Lewis,
Every
coming back.
kicker gets smoked in.
Hey, every once in a while though.
And that would be my main objective. I'm gonna smoke this bitch.
I know you're gonna kill her.
I don't care.
I remember that there was that last punter that would wear
I don't
that
care.
that
Shouldn't have
one.
been there.
There was like one punter like however many years ago. He's like the last one to wear that single bar helmet.
Oh, yeah.
And the dude's face got fucked up.
Goofy ass helmet. Who thought that was a good idea?
Yeah,
I
I
know,
know,
right?
right? Just one ring.
Like it moves when it gets hit.
I love the fact that like the way they used to treat concussions back in the days, they would just put the second helmet on top of it. Oh, you're good to go.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You have Steve.
It was like a cap.
It was like a double helmet. Like Steve Young trotting out there after his 4th concussion of the day.
Yeah, can't talk.
Just rub some dirt on it.
I want to know what feminists' opinions are about that, because I feel like they would overtly want to support, a transgender individual.
Yeah.
But if he or she, whatever you want to refer to him or her as, is competing in, as a female,
Yeah.
In all honesty,
doesn't that sort of diminish the female accomplishments?
in all honesty, it's the only way to improve the WNBA.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was a clip I saw the other day. It was the worst play in basketball history. And it wasn't a WNBA game, but it was a college game recently. It was like from a couple weeks ago. And it literally was the worst play. It was females. And the first part of the play, the series, is this girl's on a fast break and she airballs the layup. Then her teammate gets it. She misses 2 layups, like putbacks. And then her other teammate she misses 2. And then one of them is so bad it hits the bottom of the rim.
Shut the
No,
fuck
hold on.
up.
And then it goes back the other way, and another girl misses a wide open fucking layup. She didn't airball it, but she just missed it.
Wait, is that 4 or 5?
It's just like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. How
it
many
doesn't
was.
matter.
It's just women falling over in the paint.
It's just like ridiculous. Like I'm not trying to hate on them. Like they're probably better than me, but like
fucking hate on them. I've said
is
it
crazy.
1,000 times. Women are garbage.
I will say this though. The quality has definitely gotten drastically better than it used to.
Oh yeah, for sure, right? Yeah.
If like 10 years ago, like it wasn't even like it didn't even look like basketball.
But that's sports across the board, right?
For sure, yeah.
Like everyone's gotten better.
Like
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I was just thinking about this today. Like you got to have like a weight limit on the NFL pretty soon because you got these dudes who are like 270 pounds running like 4.40s.
Yeah.
Well, especially if they're tackling fucking females.
Shouldn't have been out there. You put on the uniform.
I mean, that's valid.
You bought the ticket. Enjoy the ride, bitch.
Hey, should have been there.
Dude, did you guys see that fucking there was a guy was just like a kid, he was just killed, he was shot or some shit, but there was a video going around the interwebs where he was like getting into it with some chick on this front porch and she had a fucking pistol in her hand and he's like fucking swinging at her, pushing her, hits him in the face with a fucking pistol.
She pistol whipped him?
Yeah,
That's
and
sick.
the dude died. He's like 17.
From the pistol whip?
No, like
Oh,
he
oh.
was murdered like
Holy shit.
last week or
Oh,
something.
that was just another time.
Yeah, I've never been in an argument with somebody who's holding a pistol.
Yeah, I'm not really.
No, that's usually where it ends.
Yeah.
I wonder if I've ever argued with somebody or had like a confrontation like out and they had a gun
on him.
and I didn't know.
I've had that happen
That's
before.
like saying, I wonder if any of my significant others ever fucked someone else. You're just
Yeah,
not gonna know.
You're never gonna know.
There was so we had a house party and these dudes from the next town over like showed up at this dude's house and got pissed off because they weren't let in, and so they showed up like a little bit later after a bunch of people had left and like kicked the front door down and like ransacked the house and just like broke a bunch of shit. And so the dude like wanted to like fuck these dudes up, and so they reached out to them through mutual friends, some shit like that, and we're like, oh, meet us at this park. It was right by my house. And so they were trying to like, so this dude like called a bunch of us for backup, and I'm like, why are we taking part in this just because this dude didn't want to let anybody in the party? And
Makes sense.
So like there's probably like 30 of us and these dudes show up like 6 people deep. And
Like why? Why
Yeah.
even show up?
I know.
Go to school.
And so these dudes show up like 6 people deep. There's like 30 of us. Most people are there just there to fucking watch. And they show up with fucking baseball bats and fucking like crowbars and
Chains.
shit.
What is this grease?
Dude, I was visioning West Side Story where you guys are gonna dance fight in the park.
That's
Chains.
what I'm thinking. So
Yeah.
this dude whose house it was, he was like, he like tried to slip out the back of the crowd, and everybody's like, "Where's Brian at? Where's Brian at?" And they see him like trying to run down the sidewalk, and these dudes run over with a fucking bat and just fucking bops him in the head one time, and so he just like drops like a fucking sack of potatoes. He's just on the ground, out cold, and one of my friends starts chasing after one of the dudes, and I start running after with him, and all these 6 dudes are running back to their cars on the side of the road. And one of the guys is lagging kind of behind and realizes we're catching up kind of close. And he turns around and he just pulls his fucking shirt up and he's just pumping in the waistband. And we were like, oh, all right.
You got it, bro.
Look at the time.
Big gulps, huh?
Well, see you later.
The funniest part about it is this dude who got knocked out. It's like the nicest big bird fucking gentle kid in the world.
Damn.
He's like 6'4". He never fucking harm a fly. And
Why is he setting up?
I know it was stupid. But
Meet me in the park.
The funniest part about this, I've seen this dude get knocked out multiple times.
CTE.
Yeah,
Oh, for
pretty
sure.
much. So we had a drinking game where this kid we used to hang out with, this Russian dude, was done karate his whole life, and so he would do this thing called a dragon kick, which was like a big wind up to like a jumping heel kick, basically.
Yeah.
And we would put like a beer bottle or like a water bottle on somebody's head, and then he would jump up and kick it off. So we always like take a bunch of photos of it, and you see him like midair, like horizontal, knocking the bottle off. So this dude was like the tallest guy that was usually at the party, so he's 6'4". And so like, oh, like do it with him, and he could do it. Like he could get high enough to knock it off this dude's head, but like every once in a while, a heel would go straight to this dude's toe.
It's all fun and games until that one time.
Yeah, until you misjudge it. And
Dude, a heel to the fucking temple, you could die.
yeah.
Glass chin,
So like,
Chris.
it's like multiple times, dude. There was one party in back where we grew up where we got knocked out, and these 2 dudes ended up going to Santa Barbara together, going to college. And like the first year we were back in the summer, we're like, oh yeah, like we did it at a party again and knocked him out.
Dude, this guy's definitely got some fucking serious brain damage.
I remember we had a party. I think I was probably 18 or so, or maybe 19, and we hired like a friend of a friend that was a DJ, and so this party was starting to get kind of crazy. Like the kids were getting wild. Like people were trying to like steal shit.
Yeah.
And the dude that we hired for the DJ, we like asking him like, hey, you want to get your shit out of here like before this gets
For
like,
sure,
crazy.
yeah.
And he had it was like records back then, and he just like pushed the crate over. There was a gun sitting like right, and he was like, "We're good." I was like, "Okay,
Dude, that is such a smooth maneuver.
yeah." It was like right by the crate,
Like,
just like pushed
slowly
one over.
slide the milk crate
He's like,
over.
"Nah, we're
Like
good."
we're good. That's beautiful. Good for him.
Hey man, you see when Tiger got drug out the fucking club, and then he was trying to get the pistol from the security guard.
His own pistol?
Tiger did?
No, his security guard's pistol. Like Tiger got drug out the club by the bouncers, and he's like all upset. And he like went to his security guard, and he like was reaching for his pistol, and the security guard's like, "Dude, chill."
Yeah, what the fuck?
I wonder what would have happened if he would have like all right, take it.
He
Like,
probably can't even shoot. Little ass hand.
End up like Plaxico Burress and shoot himself in the fucking leg.
Yeah. What are these people doing? Stop.
Yeah,
you have
no, I was
security
like,
for a reason.
and all the cameras and all that. I was like, what really would have happened if you would have really got that gun?
He's probably fucked up though. I don't think he was thinking straight for sure.
But still,
That's a dumb maneuver. That's how you ruin your life.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe he's just gonna clip himself.
That's how you go full Ray Lewis.
Yeah, he's like, I'm over this.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm ending it all.
That's how Ray Lewis killed a guy.
Yeah. Ray Lewis killed 2 guys.
2 guys, yeah.
Prick killed a guy.
What movie's that from?
Anchorman. That's the first. Ray killed a guy. He hit a chick too.
Well, should we get out of here?
Yeah, I think
Yep.
so. I think it's that time.
Let's do it, guys. Good show.
I think so. We're not going to tease anything yet for the 100th because, truth be told, we don't know what the fuck we're doing. But stay tuned.
We're lining up 100
Yeah.
whores.
Whores.
Ziggy's going to have sex with 100 fucking whores.
Oh, that'd be sick. A bunch of like cute dogs come in and he just blasting them out.
Rest up, buddy.
Nut,
you
nut, nut.
You ready to drop the E? You ready to drop the E? All right. On a 1.
And a 2.
And a 3.